Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Path to the Root. I'm Richard Aguiano from Benin Republic. As usual, we discuss African spirituality, more precisely Vodou. So, if you have any question as far as Vodou is concerned, you just have to contact me on the 96848037. Remember the country code 229. So today we are going to meet a Sakpata priest. Sakpata is a deity that we worship in Benin. It is based on the principle of air. So we are going to meet a Sakpata priest. He will talk about what Sakpata is all about. He will explain us how one can become a Sakpata priest and what should be your lifestyle if you are an adept of Sakpata or if you are governed by the deity Sakpata. So we are going to start. First of all, we're going to ask him to introduce himself. My name is Sowadi. Mina kambia mino mikaje vodunzo udion o kwenambi modie. So his name is Sowade. Then the next question is to know since when he started the work of Sakpata. I mean, since when he integrated the priesthood. I've been doing this work for 76 years now. 76 years now that I've been doing this work. So the priest has been doing this work since his childhood. I mean, he was born in the tradition. So he has been crowned since he was 3 years old. And he has kept the tradition on because since he was in the womb of his mother, it was already planned that the child who was going to be born will be a priest, a Sakpata priest. And so since when he was born, they already initiated him to everything and he has been doing the stuffs. So that's the way he started. Oh, Minakan maybe Sakpata vodun teka rimo teni mino se Sakpata mikeo mina mono kunja kwera azote in Sakpata ton vodun te lo vodule me alite diwe de te no wa mi bara mo doni mo kon no kweri
Vodu Sakpata no de hinyo edagba lo vodu le bime vodu le bisisio vodu Sakpata ewanya kumba.
So when we're talking about Sakpata, you have to know that we're talking about the earth. It is the principle of earth.
Donc, eko ayi vodu ne bo edo hlonhlon bon bokron blo da pe npeto blo hlon npeto gan on vodu ne bo ba pleplea
Sakpata.
Ekado su ton belo yini. Oto bo belo farme.
Sakpata is a very good deity. It is the principle of earth, and it is a deity that saves people from a lot of things, especially diseases. And the most important in Sakpata is to respect the lifestyle. I mean, to be wise in this life, you have to avoid some bad actions like he means if you want to benefit from Sakpata, then you have to observe a good lifestyle. You have to be positive in whatever you do in this life. You must not think about destroying other people. So if you are pure, you will draw a lot of benefit from Sakpata. That is what Sakpata is all about. Everything we have on this earth, in this life, comes from the earth. And Sakpata is based on that principle. That is what Sakpata is all about. The question we are going to ask the priest is to know where Sakpata originates from. Oh, I mean, I can't hear me no. Voodoo Sakpata to tell me e kagosi anji.
Voodoo Sakpata jo amoe. Bon, kai la kosi to de me. Bon, omi voodoo no debu si tung to brando. Jo amoe ai kumpa wa Sakpata. Bon, me wa pese yo binonsen. Bon, voodoo no ko yo voodoo ba ko yo glory bisesio Sakpata wa do akoso yebi.
We cannot say where Sakpata is really from. I mean to say which people, which category of people, which side of the world Sakpata is from, because Sakpata is a principle of the universe. It is the earth itself, the ground on which everything is settled. So we cannot, if any priest try to say, okay, Sakpata is from this area or is from there, it would be a lie, because it's just an heritage. When we were born, we noticed that our forefathers were worshipping Sakpata, and we continue in the same trend with them. We have been following their footsteps. So we don't know really where Sakpata starts, but we know that Sakpata is based on the principle of earth. And no matter the deity we have in this life, no matter the voodoo that exists, they all are on Sakpata, because human beings are living on the earth and Sakpata is the earth. So whatever principle you belong to, you are connected to Sakpata. Hold evo mina cambio. When ne meropo ne konyi Sakpata no bon. So the question we're going to ask the priest is to know when, how does someone become a Sakpata priest? How to become a Sakpata priest?
Tono ai Sakpata no, bran voodoo no. Eto yesu to la fonwe. Titengwe. Chobo anai bakin ta. Bran voodoo no. Sai ba fo su to no asi voodoo no.
Dio nga hena jiro pum de no fi di madam banai voodoo no Sakpata no. Bo na wa ko ba na fo su to mo na voodoo no. Alone len di he no lebo batu na ho.
Tono ai voodoo no Sakpata no. Sakpata do ado. Oketuenu adwa elo diwe bo wende awa befi bo ya basanwe so voodoo le o ewe do mele cho ya singa for stonwe ba voodoo.
The most important thing in spirituality around here is related to our birth. Before you decide of becoming an Ifa priest, you need what we call initiation to Ifa, or when you were born, during your naming ceremony, the reading, the divination they took that day should already reveal that you came with Sakpata. And Sakpata is a ruling deity that governs you. So when it is based, it is revealed that okay, you have to do with Sakpata, and you start growing up. We notice that okay, maybe you get initiated to Ifa, and your sign they say okay, no matter what you do in your life, you have to be with Sakpata. You have to be to create. I mean, to open a temple of Sakpata. You have to be a priest. It is at that moment that people will take you and do some works. There is specific work that we do to crown you, and you will become an Ifa priest. But what is important, what I would really like to know is to know how to become a Sakpata adept. How to become a Sakpata adept. Because before you can be a Sakpata priest, you have to be a Sakpata adept. And it is from the adept that you become a priest. O midrona kan lebio edo chono ayin vodno si ayin fa. Dion ne kono foye sunu Sakpata sigbon ne no blogon ne no Sakpata si ogbon o hokwe mendo si alinu kono le po ne kan yin.
To ayin Sakpata si o vodun ewe ya se so jona vodun we ya se so vodun ina sowe ba ana bi pa me we ya je aso pon weji suwe do vodun me yo ya je pipon weji pere bo ana tun su le bi se lo yesu da ko na fo yesu da ko nu gede ba na aton ai vodun si we vodun no
Sero nude ba mi le moro o we pen mi tan de mi no pon ne le me bo ero Sakpata sin yesu fo bo me on echi me on ku nu azande chomno le wa fon mo bi ogbeto le me onu mo kan ton bo ya ne no ingo
ayo ku
o me ide vodun sole be bi opa me on ero ku nu
we are no ile vodun sowe yo o a so fine a so ipeto gadibo ina lo peto dia anano pame bo nu asade to ina de ton lo la fonwe lo a e fonwe yo lo e anaje ina le bi opa lo anaje fonwe di kaka nu sunza yo yedi ba ipon bi se kwa to ina for yesu da ko bi nwe ba yin policy.
To become a Sakpata adept, first of all, we took the reading. We already know that, okay, you are crowned by Sakpata. I mean, Sakpata is one of your ruling deity. And then during a Sakpata show, we kidnap some children, some people, and all those were negotiated with the parents beforehand. And then when they kidnap you and you enter the convent, you are lost and you die. You are no longer there. You are no longer a human being. Ega ku eno lo boje you ya. Alo boje re subi no yi.
Vodun si hon e was of boje bi na ya.
So when you die for 7 days, when you die, you are no longer there. You are unconscious. You are totally unconscious. You don't know whatever. Where you are. It's like you went to another world. You traveled to another world, and you are in the world of spirit. Because at that time you were given to the spirit that we call Sakpata, and they will take work that we even priests we do not master. It's just an inheritance. We inherited this from our forefathers. So you disappeared. Your body is there, we can see you, but you cannot speak, you cannot eat, you do nothing for 7 days. It's after the 7 days that we do some rituals, and the spirit will come back in the body and you will shout. At that time, we take you and we start the process, and you will take some rituals. After the rituals, You will be trained for some months, and you will learn a new language, you will learn a new lifestyle, so many things. And the name you had before you enter the convent also will change. You become another person. It's like I'm Richard today. If I get initiated to Sakpata and I'm a Sakpatasi, then I will no longer be called Richard. They will give me a name, and that name will be related to the deity. That's the way we become a Sakpata priest, a Sakpata adept. And it is when you finish that step, then they will take another ritual to crown you as a Sakpata priest. But what I would like to know, we have people who come from abroad, or sometimes even here, we take some people and they crown them. They do not spend long months, long years in the convent like the other adepts. I would like to know why such a things happen. When you do not come here, you know, we don't become more, but they don't go see to go. Burungwa, mundo mida chako ha, vodun mida in vodun si, alumina in vodun no. Oh, but eno for sudenye, but eno yin azanton sinu, alo si in vodun bero posinu. Esro yin nu gagade no pa no ton gbede vo we for vo no eno lenu suwon. Esro mo ne azene le kon yin mo. Ntemi mo no yo.
Aso ene le o eyin memu koton wa ele batona o fanu. Donc est-ce que vodun ele camelon pour un bouton? Ono fa on ja bon do. Si fa do we to me lo jon vodun da kan ton we e sen vodun ele lo ya fo e su ton ni. E tin do yeso we fo ni bo e pwe do pa.
So it happens like that when people come from abroad. Some are just interested in the tradition and they would like to get initiated to do this or to do that. But generally, when they come, the first thing we priests we do is to call on a priest and they consult. Check. Okay, what sign governs this person? When the sign come out, we already know if Sakpata is connected to that sign. So it is to check whether the person can really deal with the deity that we call Sakpata. If the person cannot, we will not dare take that enterprise because it will be dangerous for ourselves. So we do not do that. We first of all check with Ifa. If Ifa agrees, say, okay, yes, this person has to do with Sakpata. Then we Sakpata priests, we gather again, we consult our deity and said, okay, can you go with this person? Okay, here, if the deity accepts, we know that the lifestyle in the country where the person comes from is different. So there are steps that we can try to negotiate with the deities. Okay, when we proceed this way or that way, can it work for the person to be satisfied? And then the divination will guide us in the works we do. So it happens that what should last 1 year, a process of initiation that should take 1 year or 6 months can take just 2 days. It happens like that. So we do such works, but first of all, we have to consult Ifa to know where the person comes from, what is the ruling deity of the person, does the person really have to do with Sakpata? That is what we do first. And if everything is okay, we can start the process and satisfy the person. It can last 1 day sometimes, it can be 2 days. But the rituals is different because that time the person will not speak the local language here. Whereas in the initiation process in our area, the new adept should change language. They will no longer speak the common language. There is the language related to the convent that they will learn, and their body also will be marked. There are so many things that we do. But since we know that you from abroad and we check that, okay, you really related to the deity Sakpata, then we do the process in another way. That's the way we proceed. And last question I will ask. We are at the time of coronavirus now. So I would like to ask the priests what they think in that trend. Oh, no, me na suta mo ko mi tan di on. Oh, azonde ro to didi, pero coronavirus do e. No do e. Oh, do vodno le signali no alogo te ka yin e boy de ka te de be de ka su ku gonu a hosu ali no o alomla glen to vegan o azon ele si do e do Sakpata no le azonzo e no wata.
Ason ene de bio to ji wa ri do ti on. Ason bada bada wa nko. Bon, ason bada no da ji ke e ka hen. Bon Sakpata do. Tiens ouais, bon de khoni ouais. Bon FIFA bio nu bene to bi se yo. Ason ene on e na kula ason ene on. Tanta.
No disease is a good disease. It's true that coronavirus is killing a lot of people today. But people who are connected to the tradition, people who are really involved in African spirituality, when they keep praying Sakpata, as their role as priests now is to pray every time they go to their temple on the market day to ask for peace for their children, for everybody in Benin, so that no Beninese get attacked. But at the same time, they pray for the whole world for that disease to be solved. But everybody, if you are really connected to African tradition, you don't have to worry because you are protected. Sakpata is the king of all disease and will clean all the ground so that no disease will attack his children. That's the words of the priest. And I chen kat.